Hi everyone, welcome to Backstage. I am Ilayda. Let's continue. If you are first timer here, we have been modeling this chip. Now we will start the baking process, but it will be combined with some back and forth, most probably. Anyways, now I'm gonna, before bake everything, just want to test some parts because this is a high poly model, so I want to reduce it as much as possible. That's why I want to give some details with multi-resolution modifier. So with that, okay, let's first select this, just unwrap this one. This is a test. I will change it when I want to really bake it. Close this mirror as well. Surround this one. Generate resolution. Modifier, shader editor. Now when you bake with multi-resolution, this is normally for baking details onto low res model, like you do it with sculpting, but I use it sometimes for just the purpose of baking the normals as well. Should I show you a preview? Like, anyways, you will see here. So with this one, this is on shade smooth. Now we will subdivide this. Subdivide it till we get the look we want. See once more is this too sharp, but the sharper actually looks better because it doesn't change much with the original shape. I also want to reduce this scale. Okay. 3. Okay, I feel like this looks good. This one or this one. Let's go with this one for the moment. Now for baking, you add an image texture. I'm gonna make this one 8K. Multiply with 8. Multiply with 8. Okay. And to the level you want to bake it, you take this down this much, and then you select the object, select the image, and then go to the bake from multi-res. Now this one, if you want to bake this normal, this won't bake it, but this works a lot faster, and since this is a preview, I want to see how it looks. based on the look I get, I will either apply more subdivision level because it will be needed, but if it's okay, then I will apply it to this level. So that is what we are doing now. Click back. Now, as you can see, since we didn't open it, like we didn't give much thought on it, but it's baked quite fast. Now let's add this one to normal map. Here this color and put this here so that I don't forget it later on. Combine it here. Of course we needed to make it non-color. I forgot about it, so I need to bake this again. This new image, non-color for normal maps. Select again, bake. Okay. Now obviously these are sharper. But it looks good too. I'm gonna try one more level as well. I think I am satisfied with this one. Doesn't seem to be much problems with it, but I'm gonna also try to bake one level onto the first level. This is if I were to apply one more subdivision level, it will be baked on that. So let's select our texture and object and bake. As you can see, it gets softer. Now let's see it. Seems to have problems. And this still looks sharp. Just to make sure, I want to copy this and apply one level of subdivision. Surface with this. I think the problem is this doesn't hold the shape much if it was only one level of subdivision. Like we need to increase this crease here. What's this 1.9? This should be something like 0.9 as well. And like this one. Seven. It doesn't seem to change much, so I'm gonna go with 3. Let's apply one level of subdivision to this one. It shouldn't change, but I want to see if there's a difference with applying and not applying it. Maybe because of the UV map, it might change. Because when you subdivide it after you unwrap it, it still stays the same sharp edges. You need to unwrap it again. So you need to make sure your subdivisions are the way you want to be, if you are going to apply them or not, before you UV map them. That's why we use this method now. Okay, this one. This object, this image, bake it. I think it makes a difference when you apply, because the previous one didn't look like that. So it's either this one. I also want to see this, and it's not so sharp around the edges. There isn't a change. Okay, one option is this one with 65,000, which is, let's look at the vertices, 32,000 vertices. The other option is this one with 8,000 vertices, and for this one let's change this name, select this, from layers, level 0, and bake it. Okay, maybe I should plug this off. Gonna bake it again. This one, or this one. And does it worth the difference? Now I also consider that this jeep is so realistic. Yeah. This. Make it. I think it didn't change anything. Another option would be to apply 2 levels of subdivision. Like this. Of course, this would be the most realistic one, but would also be the most expensive one with 130,000 vertices. I think I will leave the base one, so if anyone wants to apply in higher level they can, but I will use this one for the optimization. Because I don't see much of a difference. Maybe would I just pull this one a little back? Myself so it wouldn't be do that. Okay, this one will be like that. Let's check for the other ones. This already doesn't have any subdivision, and I think this will be perfectly fine with that one. Let's generate resolution. Just need to one level of subdivision. Looks good. It's even better. And stroke is to 0. Shift A, image texture. Let's take our swan texture. Select it, render, bake. Should have active texture to use. Okay, I have an active texture. We have two materials here. I needed a boat. Bake. Map. I don't think this looks much different, but it might be related that this is too small to bake. Like we didn't unwrap it properly. Look at the metal one. There isn't much change with it. So this one uses tire. I think think this is like a bug. Just need to put another. Image, non-color. Okay. It was selected clear image, but sometimes it doesn't read it as the new one. Gonna bake it. This one. A slight change makes this part sharper. Do we need it? Not much. This one I think is a better change. Says 12,000 vertices, already more than the tire itself. Shift A. New image. Color. It feels heavy since I keep adding 8K textures. This one, I think. Is this unwrapped already? Okay, let's not touch it. Now, color. If we don't have the materials, bake. Okay, this makes a huge difference. This is without. This is with. So I think this looks good. I think maybe to get the most of it we need to really unwrap it well so that we can see. But this looks better as well, like with this, without. Okay, so I want to try it on this one as well. So this has 3 levels of subdivision right now. I'm gonna apply 1 level. And I think this should be enough. And if I apply 1 level to this, I need to apply 1 level to all of this, like this one. But the problem is I want to see it, how it looks when I don't apply any subdivision. Let's close this one, generate resolution. Is this unwrapped? Oops. So let's divide 3 times. 0. These two, see. V, and I also want to delete this. Sorry, not this image. The file textures. This, delete everything with titles. With okay. Create a new image. This has 3 materials. Okay. Object is selected. Let's bake. This is again with color. I need to make this new non-color. Delete this one. Okay, bake again. Did it work? Yes. This is metal light gray. This one. How it looks. I mean, better but still edgy. So we need to apply one level of subdivision at least. Let's still see other ones. This is already, by the way, too low, so we can apply it. The rubber actually looks good. This metal doesn't look good. So I'm gonna apply this one, but I have one problem, which is when you look at these models, like for instance this one, if we apply 3 levels of subdivision or 4 or however many, like too much, this holds the shape, but if it's just one level it doesn't. So I need to increase these creases if I'm gonna bake over them where I want them to hold their shape. So this is like 152. Maybe I can even bake it, I mean subdivide it twice, and it would be just good enough. Just gonna, this is too much already, but since there isn't anything close to it, it doesn't hold the shape. So this one does. So let's add some geometry. Here. This one level is fine. This one. Okay, this one looks good. This one. Level. is already too sharp. This side. So these are most probably exactly the same. Mesh data block. If I change it to this one. Sorry, when I changed the origin, this one changed as well. Then shift. If I move the cursor here, vertex, it's not the closest. Origin of this is far. Anyways, I'm not gonna deal with this now. Let's check this one out as well. I think this doesn't need any subdivision. Before I do anything with it, I want to select everything here, copy them, move them to a new collection, backup. So if after I apply the subdivision, but I want to apply even higher level, I will reapply to them. So now did I reduce the amount of this one? I don't think like that. Okay, I'm gonna UV unwrap this. It will take the next episode. I want to check this one as well. This. New one. Color. Just want to see this part, which is black. Let's say this and this. No. I need to my backup. Okay. Then make it anything to this one. First subdivide, apply. Your angle base. Six too sharp. Make it. There are no details on this because we didn't reduce this. Make it again. Okay. Okay. I think looks so good. I mean, obviously not as sharp as it would really be subdivided, but says a lot of words. Yes, I also think that since there is no nanite, maybe we could like use higher level models. Wouldn't be much problem, but to see these ones as well. I think this rubber one is for this one. I feel like we should end this episode. I feel like I want to subdivide everything once more. Not one level, but two level. So it would look really realistic, and this model should be higher poly, I think. It shouldn't have this much detail and then have this look, these edges when it's up close. So that is my final decision. Although it looks good, I think it would look even better with subdivision. Like this one almost doesn't even need any baking. Although these are 0.1. This one and go this episode. Like this is too basic. No problem to apply this in 2 layers. No, it is 10,000 suddenly. It would be 4 times lower. I don't know, a hard decision to make. Let's go with the... So before I do that, I don't want to lose everything that I selected. I want to give this a try, but since this has too many objects, I can't now work on that. Okay, this is how it looks without any more subdivision added. Though the edges looks good, I'm not sure. If I were to just add one more, no, I think this model is really good. It's gonna be like 400, almost 4,100, I mean, not 400. But for a detailed model like this, I think it is worth it. So I'm gonna apply it. That's my final decision. Even though it's worth for this model. This is a high poly model. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you'll get something from this one. Maybe not for this model, but for your models as well. Like you would be able to apply something you learn from this one to your own project. See you in the next episode. Love you. Bye.